Hi, and welcome to the Best Buy blog. My name is Ray, and in this video, I'll be reviewing the W10 by Dreametech. It's a self-cleaning robot vacuum and mop that's honestly really different from every other robot vacuum or mop I've ever tried. Keep watching to find out why. There are many robot vacuums on the market, and some of them have mops attached too. And yet, none of the others that I've tried or even seen have what this one has. The Dreamebot W10 is a D-shaped robot vacuum that comes with a base that charges, wets, and cleans it. The robot vacuum features spring-loaded wheels, a top-access dustbin with filter, 2 removable 19.2 centimeter mopping pads, a removable brush roll, and a removable edge cleaner. Its home base is actually quite large, with a full-size bottom tray that prevents the mop's wet pads from damaging your floors. It contains 2 4-liter water tanks for clean and dirty water, and features easy-to-use Wi-Fi connectivity for app control as well as voice control. On the top, you'll find a sleek, touch-controlled panel that takes control of child lock, return to base to charge, return to base to self-clean, and start or pause operations. Also included is this very clever double-ended brush roll cleaner, which I see pretty often in vacuums made by Chinese brands. They feature cleaning bristles on one end and a tucked, sharp edge on the other, which makes cleaning long hair tangles out of the brush roll a breeze. So, let's talk about what makes the mopping functions of this vacuum and mop so special. Don't get me wrong, it's actually a really good vacuum with 4 power levels, but the mop, for me at least, is where it's at. The Dreamebot W10 uses a huge 4-liter in-base water tank and 2 cut-end mopping pads to clean your home. It cleans these pads before every mopping cycle, then wets them and rolls them out to begin cleaning, where each pad spins about 180 times per minute, scrubbing your floors instead of just pushing dirt around. During cleaning, the robot will return to its dock with its protective little lower tray to wash its own mop pads and self-clean them every 5, 10, or 15 square meters, or by zone, depending on your preference, before heading back out to continue cleaning. And as it accumulates more dirt, it'll keep returning to its dock, depending on your preset settings, to clean its pads and head back out over and over again. And then, at the end of every mopping task, it returns to its home base, washes its mopping pads yet again, and then turns on a heated auto-dry system, which effectively prevents mildew or bacteria growth. When I heard that, I got shivers, and then as a very lazy person who is mildly distrustful, I refused to believe it. So, I did one of my favorite things to test the validity of that statement. I was very lazy. I let the W10 self-clean and clean my home for 2 weeks, only filling its clean water tank and rinsing out its dirty water tank when it was time. Then, at the end of 2 weeks, I did the unthinkable. I flipped over the Dreamebot W10 robot body, and I took a deep sniff of its mopping pads, which could have been disgusting. But it wasn't. I smelled nothing. Its self-drying system actually works and prevents them from mildewing. You don't have to take them off of the robot every time they clean your house, which means that you can, for instance, turn this one on to clean your home every night as you sleep, and there's no maintenance in the morning, and there's very little maintenance before bed. It's really, really cool and super effective. Plus, because the W10 doesn't store water in the robot vacuum body, that means there's more space available in there for a larger dry waste compartment, which then needs to be emptied less often. There's also significantly more water available to the vacuum in its 4-liter in-base water tanks than there would be in a spray-and-go robot vacuum's water compartments, so that needs to be changed less frequently as well. I would estimate that your average mopping pad robot mop with the single pad that doesn't rotate probably needs more water every 700, 800 square feet, and then you have to make sure you're at home to take the pad off after every cleaning. But for the Dreamebot W10 with the rotational double mopping pads and the 4-liter water tank in the base, you probably need to change the water out every 2,000 square feet, which is significantly more. And the base, because it's fully paneled, doesn't need you to remove the mopping pads after every single cleaning. It probably just needs a wipe down every now and again. But if you're worried about how the accessories on your Dreambot are doing, you can actually check in the Dreambot's Mi Home, that's Mi Home app, in order to see how they're doing. And it's not the only thing you can do in the app. It's actually one of my favorite robot vacuum apps on the market. It has really fantastic mapping capabilities, and it makes it easy to redefine your rooms and customize your vacuum cleaning settings as well as automations. I think that other users are going to love the Mi Home app's voice control functions, but to find out what I liked about it, I'll give you a hint. It has to do with my OCD. Make sure to check out my full review at the Best Buy blog for more on just why I loved this vacuum and mop so much. Thanks for watching.